Good morning, everyone. It's me, Melly, and I want to welcome you back to my channel, Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. Now, um, I have a cloudy day going on, so I can sit at my computer, and I have my 14-year-old and her friend upstairs in her room, so they probably think I'm a little crazy right now, talking to myself, but that's okay. Anyway, welcome back to another video. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I worked on Saturday. I was off on Sunday. Didn't really do anything yesterday besides a little shopping, which I'm bad, and you guys will see it. And yeah, that's about it. I kind of just hung out. Grab your coffee. I have mine. And let's get started. So, let's see. What is on my hook? I am making another blanket, and this time it's a granny square, but it's not a granny square. It's not your traditional granny square. I took an idea from Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. One of her ponchos, or not ponchos, I'm sorry. One of her shawls, I think it's like the Crochet and Easy shawl, where she does like the front post double crochet and then a double crochet, that idea, and turned it into a granny square. However, it was curling in. And it was like, not off center, but it was kind of puckering at the middle as I went out. So what I had to do was, I realized, because I wasn't turning it and like I would normally do with a granny square, so that way I'm going in one direction and I'm going in another. I was going in the same direction, and so I think that was part of the blame. So what I did was, I decided to do 3 rows on my 1, 2, 3, 4th color, just double crochet one way and then the other way to kind of like pull it out a little bit. And then I also changed my corners, because I was doing like 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. I actually decided to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, to kind of widen it a little bit to pull it out, so that way the middle of it will kind of like flatten. I mean, if I pull it and stretch it and whatever, it flattens out and it's fine. But when you first like look at it, it kind of is like I can't describe it. It doesn't pucker. It kind of like balloons up in the middle just a little bit. And I think that's what it was. It was because I was going in one direction. So I decided I'm going to do that. And then when I restart my pattern of colors, I'm not going to stay in one direction. I'm going to actually flip, go one way and then the other way. And the design element will change, but it'll still look cool, because it'll be the middle and then a break where it's just a double crochet, and then a new type of similar design texture pattern, but a little bit different. So that's that. What have I finished that you guys don't already know? Nothing. I'm trying to keep that to one large project, and maybe some little projects in between, but I haven't started any little projects. So yeah, I finished my daughter's shawl, which was the Bag O' Day blanket, the easy crochet blanket shawl, in the Christmas colors that I think I showed you guys. I don't even remember. If I didn't show you guys, check out my Instagram. My name is Goya Snow, so just look up at Goya Snow, GOYA SNOW. And you can see I know I posted some pictures on there. What else? That's it. My work in progress, my whip is the new blanket. I don't have any finished objects because I finished them all last week. But I do have some purchases. I have some yarn acquisitions because I'm bad. Okay, so actually what I bought is for my current project. I just realized that, yes, I'm going to have enough probably for a lap gown, but if I want to make it bigger, I'm going to at least need one more ball of yarn. So I bought, AC Moore has a 4 for $10 on their house brand yarn. No, I'm not advertising AC Moore because I work there. I just happen to like the yarn. Like, it's super soft and squishy. But I liked it way before I even worked there, so I just never said anything. So I bought one gray, and this is called Soft Gray. It's a 100% acrylic, medium 4 worsted weight yarn. 372 yards, 340 meters. It's 200 grams or 7 ounces. And this is pretty big, and I really like that it's got the center pull. I hate having to dig, but it's got the center pull. So there's that one. And then there's this one, which is Gentle White. And they're all the same specs. 100% acrylic, 372 yards, 340 meters, 200 grams, 7 ounces, and a medium 4 worsted weight. So I'm not going to go through every ball of yarn to tell you the specs of it. Then I got this one. Can you tell I go digging for like the prettiest balls? Like none of them are messed up. This one is called Cottage Blue. It's not really showing up true to color on my camera. Maybe if I lighten, let's lighten a little bit. That's still not showing up very well. Let's see if I turn on my flashlight. Will that work? Let's see. Can you guys see? No. Whatever, it works. It's a really pretty, like, I don't even know, it's just really pretty. And then, oh, I'm running out of places to put my yarn. And then I have the last color, and it's this color. And it's pastel teal. So it's teal, but it's like a lighter teal. So the order that I'm doing my blanket in is the middle of my granny square was white, and then I went to gray. And then I went to the teal, and then I went to the cottage blue. So it's like light to dark. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyway, hope it makes sense to you. It looks really pretty. If I had it down here, I would show you guys, but I do not. It is upstairs. The next thing I got, because you know I love a discount, and it was on sale, because usually I think they're like 2 for $15. And they were on, well, this one I paid $6, but it was in the $5 bin, but, you know, I could have argued that, but whatever, because I still got a discount off of it for being an employee, so I didn't care. Was this bag of yarn. I don't know, designer yarn. Mill ends, I'm going to say. It's pretty soft, kind of fluffy. I don't know. It may be wool, who knows? Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel itchy, but it doesn't feel like Stitch Studio either, so I'm not sure. It's definitely not a mill end. It might be, but I doubt it. And then to go with that, because I'm gonna make hats and scarves out of this. This is like a, I don't even know what color you would call this. It's kind of like a blue, kind of like a teal. It's a teal, but a dark teal. To go with that, I got a pom-pom to make a hat. So it's contrasting, darker. And then I discovered in my basket, my large work basket, that I was using to make my fall blanket, I have enough of the red and the beige and maybe a little bit of gold left, and I could possibly make a hat. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a hat, and I bought a pom-pom for it, and I think this would look cool with the red, like the contrast of the red. So I bought a pom-pom. This one is called Medium Shepherd, and this one is called Medium Navy. I wish they were bigger. Bigger pom-poms. That's what we need. I need bigger. Bigger. Anyway, so that's my yarn and my pom-poms. I've been eyeing those pom-poms in my job for all week, but I couldn't justify buying them, even though the pom-poms. I bought my daughter one that's like a grayish color for her book bag because she wanted one. Whatever. I think it's a comfort thing. Like she could just go like this when she's feeling anxious. Go like this when she's feeling anxious. Anyway, so that's the yarn part of the video. Did you like the yarn? Do you like the ideas that I'm crocheting? Do you have any suggestions for me? Let me know. Let me know. I'm sorry, you guys. I did just realize that you can see my bra. My bad. Whatever. Now on to the book part. What am I reading? Well, still reading Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. I'm almost done. I'm about 25%. I'm more than halfway through it. So I would say I got about 20% left. And for NetGalley, I'm reading... What am I reading? The Widow of Rose Hill, I think it's called. However, and it's cute. It's a historical romance mystery. There's a romantic element to this mystery behind this house that's supposedly haunted in the town, and nobody wants to go there, work on it, and this widow bought it to start a new life, and like she meets this professor who's a engineer, and it's a famous family and of scientists, and he's interested in the supernatural aspect of the house that supposedly is going on, and he's asking her like, can he study the house or whatever, and first she's like no, and you can see there's sparks between them, and then the people that were the workmen that were working on her house suddenly quit, and they tell this story about what they seen while they were working, and then she's like, well, I need to get this house fixed, and you know, because she's going to produce a book about the process, because I guess in this time, I think it was like the mid 1800s that this is taking place. You know, this was her way of starting new. And so she approaches this professor, and she's like, hey, I will let you do this, and if you find something, is there maybe a way to get rid of that something? And that's as far as I got. But the problem is, yesterday we were about to go out, and I think this is my mom brain. We were about to go out, and I went upstairs, because I always put I take it upstairs when I go upstairs with me for the night, and put it next to my bed in case I want to read. And I went upstairs, I got it, but I don't know where I put it. I went to get it to take it with me when we were going out to put it in my bag, just in case. I have a few minutes to maybe read a page if my husband got gas or something like that. And I realized, I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't bring it down. But then I was like, oh, I don't feel like going to go get it. So I just put a book, like a hard copy book, in my bag. That, you know, whatever. And I was looking for it yesterday when I got home, and I have no clue where I placed it. Like, I don't know if it fell or where it went. So, and that's what I take with me in the morning when I take my son to school, but I couldn't take it. So I took the book that I took yesterday with me, which was the Heartwood box, which, give me a second, and I will go grab it. I will grab it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Which was one of the books I was going to read for Spookathon. And but this morning I got to page 30. And it's kind of creepy. Weird, but creepy. So I like it. So I'm reading that until I find my Kindle. Well, I still got to read that anyway for October, so whatever. Anyway, so that's what I'm reading. Now, you guys know that when I go to Dollar Tree, or maybe you don't know, backstory. When I go in a Dollar Tree, no matter what I'm going in the Dollar Tree for, I always have to go to the book section. It seems like lately the books have been getting a little bit better in the book section. So I went to the Dollar Tree that's down in my mom's neighborhood, because that's where we went yesterday to pick up my oldest. And I went in to go get Vaseline for my middle child. She likes to put Vaseline on after a shower. She's eczema and really dry skin, and she said it helps. So I always go by the book section, and I found 3 books. I could have grabbed more, but I looked at the lines and realized that I ain't got time for this, because there was 2 cashiers and lines were literally to the back of the store. So I grabbed the first 3 I was looking at. So the first one I got is The Missing Hours by Emma Kavanaugh. And what got to me was the tagline, which is, murderers are rarely who you imagine them to be. So, like, really? And then there's a tag, sensationally ensnares its readers, Vogue. So, like, okay. I checked it out. It's a 2018, it came out in 2018. And it's I guess you could say it's a thriller, mystery. Who knows? And I figure maybe it would be a good October read. And then I got Sugar Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke, which I think I had another one by her, and it was like Blueberry something, but I never read it. And I also got it, I think it was like Blueberry Muffin. No, it wasn't Blueberry Muffin. Maybe it was Blueberry Muffin Murder. Does she have any other blueberry? No, it was Blueberry Muffin Murder. Because I remember it had the blueberry on it. But I never read it. I don't know why. But this is a Christmas time read. So I'll read it at Christmas time. And then the next book I got was Dragonfish by Vu Tran. And what caught my eye was, it was what caught my eye was this. I don't know if you could see it. And if it's backwards to you, sorry. But it says 100 Notable Books, the New York Times Book Review 2015. And then BuzzFeed says heartbreaking and haunting. So this made me think, could it be similar to could it be similar to maybe a not Haruki Murakami, but that type of like I have no clue how, like, okay, so it says, well handled and tautly told, a strong first novel for its risk-taking, for its collapse of genre, for its elegant language, and its mediation of a history that is integral to post-1960s American identity, yet often ignored. And this is from Chris Ibani from New York Times Book Review. And then like, I don't know. I looked it up on Goodreads and I got, I think, 3.5, maybe 4 stars. I have to look. I forgot what it had. Yeah, it was on BuzzFeed's. It's actually on. I think. Wait, is it on here? Okay, well, it's also listed on BuzzFeed's 32 essential Asian American writers you need to be reading. So, okay, I'll go for it. But what really caught my eye was it was 100 notable books. So I'm always looking for something new to discover or read. So hopefully I like it, and hopefully it won't be like the book Miso Soup that I read many years ago by, hold on, let me see if I can find it. In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami and translated by Ralph McCarthy. That book was just weird, like disturbing weird. That I got it from the used bookstore. I read it and I didn't want it in my house. I took it back to the bookstore. Like, it was creepy weird. Like, I just no. I couldn't have it in my house. I felt like it was kind of evil. So yeah. So that's what I bought in the Dollar Tree besides the things I actually went in for book wise. So that this video is not too much long, I'm going to tell you guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment below if you want to have a chat about anything I've talked about today. Yarn, books, works in progress, crochet, knitting, pattern ideas, whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk. Thumbs up, subscribe, share if you can. Check me out on Instagram at Goya Snow. That's at GoyaSnow. It's the word Goya, like the food brand, and snow put together. There's a reason behind that name that a longtime friend gave me, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, so that's it for now. Let me sign off for you guys. Let my kids are probably upstairs thinking I'm crazy, so let me stop that so that they're probably upstairs laughing and giggling at me. I have some stuff I have to get done. But I just wanted to hop on and share the stuff I bought and hope that you guys enjoyed it. So I will talk to you guys later and have a good Monday. Bye.